If you need to bring a side dish to a dinner party that's delicious but inexpensive, this is the recipe for you. All you need is a sack of potatoes, some cheese, some heavy cream, and a few seasonings. You guys have heard me say this a million times, but it's so important to shred your own cheese. It just melts so much better. And I know shredding cheese is super annoying, so if you have any of your kitchen gadgets, feel free to whip them out so you don't have to shred by hand. Okay, Trader Joe's has this cheddar and Gruyere combo that I'm gonna use. This is magical because otherwise I'd have to buy Gruyere and then cheddar individually and shred them both and just combine them. So this is money for this recipe. I'm also gonna shred some Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna shred the Parmesan cheese first because this is the least sticky of all the cheeses and it's not gonna be all stuck to the grate and force me to have to wash it in between shredding the cheeses. So we'll do this one first. Look at that. So yummy. Fresh grated parm. Here's the Gruyere and cheddar mix. So good. Okay, next we're gonna peel some russet potatoes. Fun fact, when I was little, my mom used to call them rustic potatoes, so now I still just call them that. And people lose their minds in the comment section thinking I don't know what they're actually called. Now we're gonna use a mandolin to slice the potatoes in really thin slices. I'll just do a couple of test slices to make sure that they're the thickness that I want them. And they are, they look perfect. So now we're just gonna slice away. Now it's time to mix all of our ingredients together. You want to move fairly quickly because if you let potatoes sit, they'll start to get this red color and then a brown color. So instead of, setting them to the side and soaking them in some water, we're just going to do everything as quick as we can. So we're first going to go in with some heavy cream, just pour it all in there. Next is our combination of Gruyere and cheddar that we shredded. It's freshly shredded. Then our freshly shredded Parmesan cheese, that's going in as well. A bunch of fresh garlic. You always have to have garlic. No recipe is complete without garlic. Pepper, salt, garlic powder, onion powder. Now just use your hands and get a good mix of everything. These are really thin slices, so there's a chance that some of them will stick together. So just make sure that you go in there and separate them so that the cheese and milk gets coated on every single piece.
Now I'm just going to gather all of the potatoes together and line them up. It's okay if they're all different sizes. That actually makes it look really pretty once it's baked. And you're just simply going to arrange them all around whatever pan that you're using. As you're doing this, make sure you did a good job mixing up all of the potato and the sauce to make sure that there's no slices that are stuck together that don't have any of the sauce on them.
This is going into a 400-degree oven for 30 minutes covered. Then we're gonna uncover it and cook it for another 30 minutes. Then we're gonna take it out, top it with some cheese, stick it back into the oven until the top gets nice and golden and delicious.
A little side note, depending on what size dish you're using, you may need to put a cookie tray underneath your dish to make sure that the cheese doesn't melt on the bottom of your oven. Now, I like my top to get extra crispy because I like those crunchy cheese bits at the top. But I promise you, for the low effort that goes into this dish, it is so freaking good.